What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Yeah, we're back in the car. You know what it is. It's late night Lions news stuff. It's Lions latest. And today we have some breaking news. The Detroit Lions have signed cornerback Quinton Dunbar to a one-year deal. Another one-year deal, guys. So let's get it started.
You know, I got to shout out DoseOfDion, man, because it was actually the first time I went live on YouTube. And, you know, guys don't know DoseOfDion. He put out a lot of good content for the Detroit Lions.
Welcome, everybody, to the video. Glad you guys are here. I know, hey, it seems like the car videos are just the breaking news videos. I guess that makes sense, though, because I wouldn't do a normal video in here. But yeah, I'm not home right now, so this is why we're doing this video like this. But it is some Detroit Lions news, and I definitely have to get it out to you guys. Lions add some more secondary help today with another signing of 28-year-old cornerback Quinton Dunbar. Now, Dunbar actually came in for a visit with the Detroit Lions, I think about a week ago, and we weren't sure if the Lions were going to sign him or not, but I told you guys I'd keep you updated on it. Well, they have signed Quinton Dunbar. Now, Dunbar is interesting because he does have a connection with the Detroit Lions, as he spent a little bit of time with our new secondary coach, Aubrey Pleasant, when he was working with the Washington football team. So there is slightly a connection there. Let's take a quick little glimpse at who Quinton Dunbar is, where he's from, what he's done, things like that, and just a kind of brief overview. And then, of course, we'll get into the film probably tomorrow, Quinton Dunbar, what he brings to the table, because I'm excited to watch more film. If you guys actually want a more in detail video right now, there is a video where I talked about him visiting Detroit, and I went kind of into detail into that one. But let's just quickly talk about it. Quinton Dunbar comes in at 6'2", 205 pounds, so he's got good size. And he was traded to Seattle last season from Washington. And at Washington in 2019, he was coming off of his best season of his career. And it was a phenomenal season. In 11 games played in 2019 with Washington, he posted the second highest PFF grade behind only Richard Sherman. And he only allowed a 60% completion percentage, 61.2 pass rating, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and 10.9 yards per completion, playing mainly the outside cornerback position, while also giving the ability to play that slot role. Now, the Detroit Lions signed Corn Elder as well to a one-year deal, so that looks like it could be their starting slot for next season. But once again, the Lions clear up another positional group, so they just have free reigns throughout the draft. I mean, think about it. We went from having 3, now we have 5 cornerbacks. Yes, are they one-year deals? Yes, we have one-year deals like at every position. But it's another spot now where the Lions can say, hey, we could take best available and whoever we like, and we're not locked into we had to take this position because it was need. Because even after Corn Elder was signing, we still had needs there. We needed help on the outside, and now you get some more help with Dunbar. But Dunbar is interesting to me because last season was a mess. Okay, so we traded Seattle for a 5th-round pick, and it went horribly wrong. It started wrong in the offseason. He got arrested, but that ended up being dropped. The charges ended up being dropped there. But then he showed up to training camp out of shape, apparently. Yet he started the season as an outside cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks, only played in 6 games because he went down on IR with a knee injury. So let's just say it was a very rough season for Quinton Dunbar. Oh, there's a car. What does that look like? Does that look cool? I don't know what that looks like. I see you. Okay, so Quinton Dunbar had a really rough season. And statistically, you know, it wasn't that good either. About a 110 passer rating. He gave up about, just under 65% completion percentage. Wasn't the best year. You know, he only had 1 interception on, I think, 4 touchdowns allowed. And he only played, like I said, in 6 games. So he gave up some pretty big numbers in about 6 games. It was just a rough season from the get-go. And maybe he was slacking a little bit. I don't know. Maybe he was coasting. I'm not sure. It just went really bad. But what the Detroit Lions, to me, are getting a guy that not has the potential, but instead has shown you the peak of his game. And the peak of his game is one of the best cornerbacks in the league with a Washington defense that was kind of just like this before, last year when their defensive line just became crazy good. So he has that peak. You know how good he can be. He could be one of the best in the league. Does have some injuries that have come up, so he has missed some time. So you can expect there's maybe some missed time here. But like a lot of other signings, this is an opportunity for both sides. Lions can get a solid corner, but for Dunbar at 28, this is when you got to make it happen. If Dunbar wants to get a legitimate, nice contract for next offseason when the salary cap goes up, here's his chance. You got a 1-year deal. You're 28 years old. This is when you make it happen. You make it happen now, you'll be 29 heading into free agency. You come off a strong year. People are going to say, yeah, we can give you a solid multi-year deal. This is your opportunity to do that. It is your opportunity to get a role when you take a look at some of the cornerbacks that are there with Jeff Okudah, Amani, a lot of young guys. I mean, he could get a lot of time with this defense. So it could be good for both sides. If the Lions really like him, they could ultimately bring him back. But he brings to the table a guy that's good in man defense, man coverage, which is what the Lions are going to play next season. So there you go. Connections with Aubrey Pleasant, and good in cover 3 zone. You know, those are kind of the 3 things that he really excels at, which is expected to be what the Lions do defensively next season. So it makes sense schematically. This was a fit for the Lions, and he's a really good tackler as well. Doesn't miss many tackles, can definitely stick his nose in there and get involved in the run game. So he checks a lot of boxes on what the Lions may have been looking for, and it gives an opportunity for really both sides here to just see, you know, hey, can he get can he go get a big deal next year? Well, here's your opportunity to prove it. Just like here's your opportunity for Terrell Williams, here's your opportunity for Sean Perriman, here's your opportunity Corn Elder, here's your opportunity Quinton Dunbar. I think this is a really good signing because no risk here for the Lions. I mean, look, multi-year deal was risky because he has had issues in the past. You saw how last offseason, you know, had all these issues off the field, but he's locked in now. You got to be locked in. If you want that payday, here's your chance. He was projected this offseason to get 2 years, $12 million. He ended up getting a 1-year deal, and some Seattle fans were projecting him to get a 1 year, $2.5 million. I don't know the exact details on this, but I'm assuming it wasn't that much. It wasn't near that much money. So it was a 1-year deal. It's a 1-year prove-it deal, and I think this is good for both sides. Dunbar's rookie year, he signed to a 3-year, $10.5 million deal, and that was, again, going from wide receiver to cornerback. Now, I try to figure out exactly why Washington traded him away. I think they may have made the right decision. They went a different coaching routes, and, you know, with the things off the field, some Washington fans believe they made the right decision. But they turned him away after a really good year, seemingly because of injuries. He dealt with a shin injury that made him miss some time even in 2019, and then a knee injury. So around that area, you know, you may find some injuries. So we'll see. But, hey, he's got to prove it. So he's going to be fighting to stay on the field just like all these other guys that have had injuries in the past. So just like all the signings. Again, we'll dive into this more tomorrow when we get into film, maybe see why they trade him into more detail. But that's what I got for now. So we'll break into the film a little bit tomorrow. But, yeah, Lions filled out another need here, and we're saying to ourselves, okay, a lot of positions are filled. Yes, you're going to need help. Yes, there are a lot of 1-year deals, but it definitely opens up the draft, and it should be exciting for both sides here to get an opportunity to Lions get a good player that, you know, could definitely help them out because he's trying to prove himself, and for him to prove himself and potentially look to get really that last big payday by his age. So I think this is great. He showed his peak, and his peak was phenomenal. Hopefully we can get him back to that level with some familiarity with coaches there. So Quinton Dunbar's the Lion. I wasn't sure if the Lions would take that shot, but they did, and I think a 1-year deal was the right amount of time. I think multiple year deal was too risky with him. But 1 year, let's see what you can do. Let me know your thoughts, comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.